All right, let's go ahead and start with our Unit 8, Latin America Geography unit. This unit is fairly easy, so you might think, I don't need to study, but trust me, studying will make it perfect. So let's go ahead and start this unit study guide together. We're going to start with political feature. Of course, it's easy. So let's go fast. A is this long country right here. The name is Chile. B is a country on the north. It's the only country that we are going to talk about in North America as well. It's Mexico. We got C in the south of Mexico in the northern side of Latin America. And the answer is Colombia. And then we go to D, and the D is on the north of Colombia. And we got our Cuba. And then we go to E. E is in the south of Cuba. And we know this country, huge, huge, huge rainforest, Brazil. And 6F, we got this country that is connected North America and South America. And the answer is Panama. Let's move to fiscal. This is too easy. 12G, we got right here in the middle of Andes Mountain. The answer is Atacama Desert. H, we have right here on the North America and Mexico mountain in Mexico that is causing the air pollution trapped Sierra Madre Mountain. And then we have number 14, I, which is not talking about the river, but talking about the rainforest itself and is Amazon rainforest. 15 is talking about J, is talking about our ocean in the East Coast. And we talked about this East Coast. We're in Atlanta. It's Atlantic Ocean. Then we go 16. K, it is a river inside of the Amazon rainforest. And the name is simple, Amazon River. And then we go number 17, L. We talked about the political feature being Panama. And we're going to talk about the Panama Canal. And then now we got M. M is our ocean and the opposite side of Atlantic. The answer is Pacific Ocean. N is on our south of this thing that we're going to talk about. This right here, my favorite place. It got Jamaica and all those beautiful little islands. We got that Caribbean Sea, and we got north of that Caribbean Sea, it's a Gulf of Mexico. Yes, that's correct. And 21P, P is right here, the longest mountain in the world, Andes Mountain. The map is fairly easy. You probably got 100. I'm proud of you. Let's go ahead and move to the next one. If you didn't, don't worry. Just watch it one more time. I bet you're going to get it the next time. Let's go. 22. Name three factors that influence population distribution. This is basically asking what makes people live in the area that people live in. Why do people live there? And the three things that basically answer that question is this: location, people want to live near water, and temperature, people want to live where it's warmer. We learned that through Russia, that people don't want to live in where there is permafrost, where land is frozen and people can't live. And of course, lastly, access to natural resources. People want to live where there are jobs. They want money. 23, Cuba have few natural resources and capital goods. So the country gets what its people need by. If the country doesn't have a sufficient natural resource, they need to get it. When you get something by trading from another country, we call that import. So Cuba would have to trade by importing goods from country like Venezuela and other South American countries that can import some goods to them. And we know we can't trade with Cuba. That will be our answer for number 27. Let's go ahead and 24. Where do most people live in Brazil? We know in Brazil, there's rainforest. So a lot of people want to live near there, but specifically, people want to live where there's more job. And how do you make the most job? By trading, by trading through Atlantic Ocean. So people live along the coast of Atlantic Ocean. It has access to water, which is perfect, and you can trade, which is perfect, and it has a lot of job. The temperature is not bad as well. So most people live in that coast area near the Amazon rainforest. Where do most people in Mexico live and why? We already have the idea of most people living where there's a lot of jobs and climate. That is the answer. People live in southern and central Mexico because of the temperature and it has more job in those areas. Number 26, it talks about why do so few people live in central and western Brazil. The answer is kind of simple. If you think about it, in the western and central Brazil, there's a thing called Amazon rainforest. Amazon rainforest, yeah, it might be good for a job because you can cut down some tree and log, but you need to understand, you don't want to live in the forest. You want to live near the forest, but you don't want to live in the forest. There's no access to public life. There's no access to the everyday life things that you guys would have access in a urban area. So most people does not want to live in Amazon rainforest. 27, which Latin American country does not trade with the US? The answer is Cuba. We know that Cuba has an embargo with us. We have an embargo with Cuba because of, we're going to talk more when we talk about Cuban Missile Crisis. And number 28, we have how does Brazil location make it easy to trade with other country around the world? The answer is because they have the Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean makes it easier for people from Brazil to trade. All of that ocean is a trade route for them. So that makes it extremely easy to trade with other countries around the world. Now, we're moving on to environmental issue. We're going to write T for true and F for false. Let's go ahead and knock this thing out. Number 29, Mexico City is facing the environmental problem of too much mining according to the Sierra Madre Mountains. Although we know along the mountain there's a lot of mining going on, but the environmental issue that Mexico City is facing is not the mining, but it is the air pollution over the Mexico City. So the answer is false. 30, factory and vehicle emission are the main cause of air pollution in Mexico City. The answer is true. We talked about this when we talk about cause of air pollution. Cause of air pollution is simple: vehicle emission and factory. 31. Mexico City lies in valley surrounded by mountain that traps in air pollution over the city. The answer is yes, true. Sierra Madre Mountain unfortunately traps those air pollution around the city and it's hard for it to get out. That's why Mexican government has to work hard and hard to regulate the air pollution issue and regulate people's usage of emission and factory. That's the solution. 32, building roads, cattle ranching, mining for gold, building hydroelectric dams, slash and burning, farming, and logging have all contributed significantly to the destruction of the rainforest. The answer is unfortunately true. We know that people are trying to make money, and Brazilian government is also trying to help the people get that money. Unfortunately, that did lead to the destruction of rainforest, building roads, highway, cattle ranching, mining for gold, and building all these dams and slash burning. Unfortunately, contributed to the destruction of the rainforest. 33, a high global demand for rubber has greatly contributed to the destruction of Amazon rainforest. The answer is actually false. We know that it's lumber. People trying to get furniture, people trying to get houses, but the number one leading cause is lumber. 34, Brazil's government has been slow to stop the destruction of the rainforest because it is not really interested in protecting the environment is false. Brazilian government actually put a lot of money aside for Amazon preservances, so they try to keep the area to so that people does not destroy those particular area, and they really want to find a middle ground where they can offer people job so that they can still work and provide for the family near the Amazon rainforest, but also Brazilian government able to preserve the environment and working with the people, and finding that middle ground so that the environment can be good and the citizen can eat as well. Well, that was it. That was literally the review. I'll keep it short. This test is very easy. If you don't get it, watch this video one more time. You still have time to ask me questions. If you're watching this video, it's not too late. You're doing a great job. Watch this video one more time. Whatever question you have, write a question mark and bring it back to me, and I'll be happy to guide you with those misunderstandings. Thank you so much for watching this video. You can go ahead and like. All right, I'm playing. Have a good night, man.